All right, we're live, boys. What's up, everyone? Brad here, Brews Under Review, joined with two special guests, Average Troll and Ethan of Ethan's Beer Review.
Hello!
Average Joe, Brad. What the
I thought
fuck,
it was
man?
I thought it was Troll.
No, fuck everyone who says that.
Hello, everybody! Everybody's going to die!
Ethan is having a stroke. Don't mind him. All right.
So we're doing a review. We're not just here jerking around. Lagunitas GnarlyWine tonight. Limited release. This song clocks in at 10.6%. So, yeah, excited.
69.39 IBUs. You know how Lagunitas rolls right to the extra decimal point. Everybody's bottle was brewed almost on the exact same day, although Brad, being in Canada, has his bottles one day fresher. Fantastic.
Just shows up a month or two later. That's all. Olde GnarlyWine.
Definitely a beautiful color. For sure.
Super clear.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that is super filtered. Jesus. Wow.
Could be fine, too. It might not be filtered.
Yeah.
Beautiful ruby
Got
red.
very slow-moving bubbles.
I almost say like a ruby red, almost like a burnt orange.
I'd say burgundy, but...
Yeah, we're just making up colors right now.
The color of Mars.
Definitely a tannish head, like a light tan.
Sticking around for a 10.6%, it's not running away.
Yeah.
Well, this
Definitely a tan, thick, creamy head for sure.
yeah, lacing is going to be there as well.
Check out the aroma.
Let's do it.
Yeah. First thing I get is cinnamon. Like a cinnamon kind of aroma.
Definitely get the maltiness up front, but kind of
For sure.
hoppy, almost as hoppy as the maltiness.
But it's like a mix of like a sticky, earthy, slight maybe fruit, citrus kind of like hoppiness to me.
Caramel toffee, candied fruit, dark fruit. I'd almost want to say like a touch of raisin. Then, like what Brad said, with the hop, the hops that are coming in more of like a piney resinous hop, not your tropical fruit citrus. If there's anything, maybe like a slight citrus peel, citrus
I
zest.
get a little bit of citrus.
Yeah, a little bit of earthiness.
But, yeah, definitely the malty caramel, maybe bread crust.
It kind of reminds me of the Bigfoot, but not as hoppy. Because I feel like Bigfoot's just a little bit hoppier than this.
I'd say the aroma's not as robust as Bigfoot. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be as I don't know. All flavors aren't like melding together. They're not very cohesive. They stick
Right.
out different points.
It doesn't smell boozy for nearly 11%. I wouldn't even guess it's nearly that
No,
high.
not at all. It smells quite sweet, like a lot of confectionery burnt sugar notes going on for me.
Yeah, if no one told me what it was, I would imagine this being like maybe a hoppier version of an English-style barley wine, because I get more malts than that caramel stuff more than I do hops than anything.
Well, yeah, and to be transparent with everyone, and to be honest, I mean, our bottles are like mid to late February, so almost pushing 3 months on it. So I'm sure quite fresh. It's probably a little bit more pungent with the hop character, but it probably
Right.
died out a little bit.
But yeah, it says Olde GnarlyWine. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be super hoppy, but
It smells gnarly.
it smells gnarly for sure.
You got
Dig into this thing.
the hilarious baby. All right, cheers.
Making myself thirsty here.
Cheers, guys.
That's good.
Creamy.
Very creamy.
Yeah. Paula Pia Bruno, that is not thin.
I get resinous hops in
Yeah.
the flavor. And it's hoppier than I would have thought from the aroma.
Mm-hmm.
But the malt balance is there, just like the aroma. So.
I think the malt balance in it is phenomenal. But I feel like the bitterness is towards the back end for me. Maybe a little bit towards the front as well, but the malt, caramel, sweet raisin, plum taste is so awesome in it. I really like it.
Yeah, this is pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's very the hop character that is there is that like for me resinous pine. It sticks in the back of the throat. It's not overbearing. It's not like overtly bitter, but it is bitter, and it kind of offsets the sweetness. As you guys are talking about, the caramel, the toffee. Like I said, I like a candied raisin, like a caramel covered raisin is kind of what I would picture. Yeah. But I do get a little bit of alcohol. I mean, it's not astringent or anything, but it's almost 11%. I do taste it a little bit, and I do feel it going down, warming a little bit, but it's nothing substantial or off-putting whatsoever.
I don't notice it too much. Maybe a little bit of warmth, but it's kind of that sweet alcohol. And yeah, I get almost like this dark cherry, dark fruit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of dark fruits. Like, I'm getting raisin. You're saying cherry. Ethan mentioned plum. Definitely.
Well, I was gonna say I'm getting like a slight bit of biscuit malt, just a slight bit, but I mean it's just enough to be noticeable. It's just not. It's just kind of in there with it.
A little bit more bready for me than biscuity, but yeah, I definitely see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's got a great sticky, medium, almost full mouthfeel too. It's nice.
Yeah, it's definitely it's weird because I would say based on the ABV and just the characters of the flavor, more of a sipper, but I just keep on drinking it. And it's like
it's very easy drinking.
It was like the Stoned Quad that the Old Guardian that we did, and even before that the Quad, the Quattro Triacle.
Yeah.
A lot of these are just like they should be sippers, like based on their and you just keep on going back. There's not a substantial bitterness to keep you away. There isn't an astringent alcohol flavor. The flavors aren't too rich where they're overpowering and kind of you keep on going back to. You could crush this fucking bomber in probably less than a half an hour, and it'd be worse for the wear, but it'd be a good time.
That boils down to just a well-crafted beer.
And for fucking the price, man, I paid $4.99, Ethan $5.99, Brad in Canada is $7 something. I mean, you're talking about a 10.6% alcohol by volume barley wine that is that's
above premium.
Yeah, Lagunitas always hits it out of the ballpark with their pricing, and the good thing about them is they make fucking fantastic beer. So it's not like they. Put it cheap and make everything cheap. They make premium products, and they do it at a great price. Can't really beat it.
Can't argue with that. Spot
Not at all.
To me personally, I feel like I stole it with the with the amount of ingredients you get in this beer.
I felt like they paid me to drink it.
Yeah, they're always on par with their bombers for Canadian prices. So.
I do like that the carbonation is like on the higher side of low. Like the carbonation's kind of spot on. It's not. It's perfect. I love it. Sometimes with a lot of big beers, whether it's imperial stouts or barley wines or quads, sometimes for me the carbonation's so high that it kind of just washes away all the flavors instantly.
It lifts it off your palate and takes it away. It's like, no.
This gives it a nice smooth mouthfeel, smooth, creamy, that just adds to the drinking experience.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm going to have to retract what I said before, and I would have to agree with Joe on the fact that it's more bready than it is crackery or biscuity kind of malt. Yeah. So. But yeah, I think it's excellent.
Yeah, it's very drinkable, not bitter for me on the finish, and not dry or anything. So it doesn't have a super long-lasting finish to it.
No, I mentioned the resinous pine, and I was getting that, and it is sticking around slightly. But it's funny because it really doesn't finish dry, like you said. It finishes a little. It actually finishes sweeter, if not for that slight lingering resinous pine in the back of my throat. It might be a little bit too sweet for me. A little bit too sweet. Might be a little bit too unbalanced, but that really helps it out for me.
I would have to say for me, all around beer, price point is on par. For what you're getting, To me personally, it's a steal. And I don't know. I mean, I think it could be a good barley wine for a beginner, maybe who's trying to get into barley wines. That'd be a good choice. This would be an excellent choice for him. But I definitely do get the hop bite right in the tip of the tongue, and then right towards the back of the finish for sure. And then for the mid palate, I want to say I just get most of that malt, and then all around I just get that piney resiny hop linger for a little bit. So I think it's excellent.
Can I clarify something, Ethan? You did say hop bite, right?
Hop bite, yeah, and the tip, yeah.
You did say hop
bite,
baby. Just confirming you said hop bite. That's all I'm confirming. All right, so ratings on your scales out of 100, Brad. So how do you want to do the ratings here?
Well, for me, out of 100, I'd almost go to a 90. I think it's really tasty, but I'd give it an 88. It's fantastic.
The mustache runner, what's up?
Oh, okay. You want me to go next? You didn't even acknowledge. No,
Brad's leaving it in your hands.
For the taste and everything, I mean, I was thinking it was going to be like a real hoppy, super hopped up barley wine, but it actually was really well mellowed out for me. And me personally, I would give it a solid 90. I would give it an A-. There's just a couple things that are missing there for me, but I think it's a solid, badass gnarly wine, barley wine style ale. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in line with you guys. I would say that it's not as bold in the flavor as a lot of barley wines that I've had that would get into the A+ level, but there's a lot to be said for the fact that it's mellow. It's 10.5. You don't really taste the alcohol. It's easy to drink. There are nice flavors there. I would probably go 91, man. 91.
One above me?
Yeah.
Is that how that's going down?
A little bit better than you, Ethan. That's all it comes down to. but yeah,
I can think of a couple of barley wines that were probably a little bit better than this, but at the same time, it's like what we said before. It's like the price point is spot on.
For just a regular old American barley wine, not barrel aged, not adjunct in any way. I mean, you could ask for slightly more, but I don't know. They did a pretty awesome job with it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they could have fooled me on the aroma at least for the American style barley wine portion of the beer. So I thought it was good.
Yeah, but conclude Lagunitas for the win, which is kind of a usual for them.
Yeah,
I agree.
But Lagunitas, you make an awesome brew.
You make awesome brews, plural.
Yeah, sorry.
Make fantastic stuff. Well, I mean, Lagunitas they make good stuff, but the price point's usually spot on, and it's tough to argue with that. I mean, with beer prices going up and up, Lagunitas somehow just keeps their lineup just the same, and they don't.
The price is at the same quality. Yeah.
It's just awesome. I wish more. I mean, if they can do it, then more breweries should be able to do it. But I guess not everyone is. Not greedy, I guess.
It'll never happen.
No.
Let's end it, boys. Appreciate you guys joining for the review.
Thank you, Brad, for having
us.
Good stuff.
We picked a good beer. Anyone who watches, cheers.
Yep. Cheers to everybody.
Cheers, boys.
Prost.